The bright morning sun had barely climbed over the green hills when the sound of hungry stomachs echoed louder than the cheerful songs of birds. In the heart of a peaceful forest, where colorful flowers danced in the breeze and golden rays slipped through the trees, three unlikely friends stood silently beside an old wooden food wagon that looked as though it had been forgotten by time. It was cracked, dusty, and missing a wheel, yet somehow it carried more hope than anything else in the forest. None of them knew that before the day ended, this tiny wagon would change countless lives, including their own, and teach them that the greatest meals were never made from expensive ingredients, but from love, kindness, and the courage to keep giving even when life gave almost nothing in return. Before we begin this heartwarming journey, if you believe kindness deserves a second chance and that even the smallest act of generosity can change someone's life, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Single Dad Empire. Your support helps bring more inspiring stories to people around the world. The three friends could not have been more different from one another. Rowan, a thoughtful brown bear, believed every problem could be solved with patience. Pip, a lively panda, carried endless optimism even on the hardest days. Frost, a quiet white bear, rarely spoke but always noticed the pain others tried to hide. Together they had no money, no home beyond a small cave near the river, and no certainty about tomorrow. What they did have was a promise they had made to each other long ago: no matter how difficult life became, they would never let another hungry creature go without sharing whatever little they had.
Made with accentgenerator.com.
That promise was tested almost every day. The forest had changed over the years. Travelers no longer stopped to picnic beneath the giant oak trees. Families who once laughed beside the sparkling lake had disappeared. Small shops in the nearby village struggled to survive, and many elderly animals lived alone without anyone to cook for them. Hunger had become an invisible shadow following everyone through their daily lives. One sunny morning, while gathering wild berries, Rowan noticed an elderly rabbit sitting quietly on a bench. The rabbit smiled politely at everyone passing by, yet his tired eyes revealed a sadness deeper than words. Rowan gently placed the berries into the rabbit's hands without expecting anything in return. The old rabbit's eyes filled with grateful tears, and although he said almost nothing, his smile stayed with Rowan for the rest of the day. That single moment planted a dream inside the three friends. Instead of searching only for food for themselves, they decided to repair the forgotten food wagon and turn it into a small traveling kitchen. They imagined serving warm sandwiches, fresh fruit, vegetable soup, and homemade bread to anyone who needed it. They knew it would not make them rich, but perhaps it would make someone else's day a little brighter. Repairing the wagon proved far more difficult than they expected. Its wheels barely turned. Rain leaked through the roof. The cooking stove no longer worked, and they had almost no supplies. Every afternoon they searched through abandoned workshops, collected pieces of wood washed down the river, and gathered spare tools left behind by travelers. Slowly, one careful repair at a time, the old wagon began looking alive again. The entire process took weeks. Many animals laughed whenever they saw the three friends pushing the half-broken wagon through the village streets. Some believed kindness was foolish because kindness could not fill empty pockets.
Made with accentgenerator.com.